This is a quick and easy JSY recipe, potato and corn soup. For this recipe, you'll need oil, chopped onions, diced potatoes, low sodium stock, low-fat milk, corn, and salt and pepper. You can use fresh, frozen, or canned produce. Before you begin, make sure you wash all produce thoroughly and to wipe down the lids of cans before you use them. Wash hands for 20 seconds with warm water before you begin cooking and sanitize all your surfaces and utensils. If you're using fresh corn, remove the kernels from the corn by placing a small bowl inside a larger bowl, cutting the corn in half, and then removing the kernels gently with a knife as seen in the video. You'll want to dice your potatoes by cutting a flat side, then making a few slices, then cutting in the opposite direction to create a grid. Try to make all of your dices the same size to ensure consistent cooking. For this recipe, you need 3 cups of diced potatoes, which is about 4 small potatoes or 2 large potatoes. Leave the skin on for added fiber and nutrients. If you're preparing this recipe ahead of time, place diced potatoes in a container with cold water and a tightly fitted lid. Store in refrigerator for up to a day. Next up, you'll need to dice your onion by cutting off a bit of the top and a bit of the root end, but still keeping the root attached as that's what holds the onions together. Then cut the onions in half, removing the skin. Then cut the onions from root to tip and then across in the opposite direction to create a dice. 2 small onions make about 1 cup for this recipe. If you don't have stock, you can make your own by adding 1 bouillon cube to 2 cups of hot water. On medium heat, add oil to your pot, then onions. Cook until onions are tender and translucent. Season with salt and pepper. Next, add the diced potatoes to the pot with the onions, along with 2 cups of stock and 1 cup of water. Bring to a boil and then reduce to a simmer and allow to cook about 30 minutes until potatoes are tender. When your potatoes are tender, take a potato masher if you have one and mash the potatoes until they become creamy. You can also use the back of a wooden spoon or a spatula to do this, but a potato masher makes it really easy and quick. Next, you'll add your milk and your corn. Whether you're using fresh, frozen, or canned corn, it doesn't matter. Stir and season your soup and bring up to a simmer for about 10 minutes to allow everything to cook and come together. You'll want your final product to be a thick and creamy soup, which is good for any time of year. Serving size for this recipe is 2 cups. When you're choosing your potatoes, make sure the potatoes are firm without green spots. Wash potatoes by scrubbing skin to remove dirt. Store potatoes away from onions in a cool, dry place. Potatoes contain potassium, which is a good nutrient that is great for your heart. JSY is a SNAP Ed funded program. To find out more information about SNAP Ed, visit snapedny.org.